Hey guys, you know what this means. It's time to do our Shop My Stash. I'm currently still using Project Pan until Saturday. We're currently on Wednesday. I just thought I'd try and get this filmed earlier. And we're doing it slightly a bit different. I put most of the products away. I am going to show you what I've kept out. And I'm still not 100% sure I'm going to keep those out. There are a few things that I've hit pan on. Well, one that I've hit pan on and one that I've expanded to pan on. But first of all, I thought we could go through base products and then obviously I'll show you what I mean and we'll decide whether I want to keep in the products that I've kept in so far. But yeah, everything else has gone back. We talk about the palettes at the end of every month, so I didn't think you'd want me to reiterate that twice. It just makes the video extremely long, and I'm in a power cut now, guys, so I don't know how much battery we've got for a start, so I just thought we'd just do a basic Shop My Stash. We'll do a refresh right from as if I haven't even had any Shop My Stash products in, and yeah, I feel like that's the way to go. Yeah, let's see for foundations. No, we'll do primers first, won't we? I feel like the primer I want to use is the one that's already in. Maybe we should just pull a second primer in case I get bored, because sometimes they do last 3 weeks like this times has. See what we've got. So it's this primer that's in at the moment, a glowy one. So I'm going to try, what's this one? That's a glowy one as well. Right, so I've only got 2 hydrating ones. I've got Shades by Shan, which the beautiful Naomi sent to me, and I've got the Too Faced one, which I used last week, and I don't want to go through this too quickly because I love it. So we'll use the Shades by Shan one, or no, we'll use the Laura Geller one. I've not used it in a minute, so we'll use that. I did use the Shades by Shan one recently. I do really like that as well. Okay, so foundations. I used that last time. If I remember, I will tell you what we used last time. But if I don't, you can always go back and look at that Shop My Stash. I will leave it in the card section. I don't know how I feel about this Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. Now, I got this gifted to me. I won it in a giveaway. It's in the shade 120. I don't know how I feel about it. Let's do a swatch of it. You can definitely see it's hydrating, and it definitely looks my colour, maybe a little bit dark. But yeah, I feel like I want to give that a go. It smells really nice. It smells really, really perfumey and really nice. I've never noticed that before. I feel like maybe I should pull a second foundation in. What have we got? Do you know, like a more what's the word I'm looking for? Just a normal medium foundation. This is light. So I feel like I should pull in another one. I really love this one. This Catrice True Skin. I need to buy another one. It wasn't that long ago since I used it. I've got a Wet n Wild backup here, but I've also got one in Project Pan, so I'm not going to bring that out. I'm not going to bring the L'Oreal True Match Nude out either, because that's effectively what that is. This looks really rosy toned. Right, we'll pull less because I don't know if it's for me. I mean, I have a lot of pink in my skin, but that might make it worse. But we might be able to use both of them together. So we'll do that. And then I do want to fetch like an illuminator out as well. I think I'm going to fetch this one out again because I still don't know how I feel about it. So it's the Collection Gorgeous Glow Filter Finish. Total dupe for this little baby here. So that's that. And then powders. Oh, there's a powder in there that I haven't put away from last time. So we used the Nude by Nature one last time. It's quite nice. There's not that much left. I'd probably say half. So what do I want to use this time then? Something I've not used in ages, I think. Like these Rimmel ones I've not used in ages, but they're pressed. You know, I think I need to use this. So this is the MaxFactor Miracle Veil. It looks really orange toned. Let's see. There's a lot of sparkle in it. I don't think it's making the foundation any more orange. I could be wrong, but we need to use it to see if I want to keep it. Otherwise it's just taking space up in a really small section that I don't have space for. It's really full this. So we'll see. Maybe I should bring it back up just in case. The peach one of this Rimmel one is really good for under eyes. Peach Glow. And I've hit pan on it. So let's work on that. I'll still use my Essence Matte one, Stay Matte I think it's called. I'll still use that. That more to contour, kind of like chisel out the jawline. But yeah, I think we'll use those two powders for the upcoming week. Oh yes, we've got the lights on. Everything's coming back on now, guys. Hopefully it'll stay on. I'm just going to put all this in here, I think. Oh yeah, and setting spray. It'll be this one that I'll be using. This one is the Barry M Fresh Face Dewy Setting Spray. That's really good. I do on occasion use this, but it's not a very good setting spray. This one's dewy as well. It's the Flower Beauty Seal the Day. Well, it actually says hydrating, not dewy. I don't like it. I don't like the smell of it. Right, so I'm going to take you over to where we pick out the rest of my products from, but I feel like I want to just put the drawers on my knees and just direct you in so you can see absolutely everything that's in there. I think that's a better solution. But, oh actually, what I wanted to show you is what we're keeping in, or what I think we're keeping in. Right, so all this, oh, you can't see it. It's not exactly ideal. Let's quickly go through it. So we've got two concealers. That's Project Pan. Well, they're both Project Pan, so that's nearly done, so we're keeping both those in. Got two brow products that I'm not even using at the moment, but they just live there. They're both the same thing. So they both Slay the Brow in Brunette. I've got this new Plouise pencil that I got in a Lucky Dip. I think it might have been in my first Lucky Dip. So I'm just using it at the moment for the spoolie, and that spoolie, guys, it's worth paying the £12 for that. I absolutely love it. Mascaras are in here because I'm not doing any videos at the moment. I'm just currently getting ready at my desk for the next week while I, try and get some more use out of my Project Pans. So we've got the Collection Lash Primer and we've got the Colourpop and Natural. They are what I'm using on a day-to-day basis. I don't want to open anything up. Oh, and I've been forgetting to use this. This is really good. It's the Collection Incredibrow Brow Primer. So we're using that day-to-day when I remember. This was the other primer I was telling you about, the W7. It's Glow Prime. There's not a lot left in there. Once that's gone, I'll refill it. I think I'm just going to try and use that a little bit up, and then it can go back until I want to use it again. I do like it, but I'm not mad about it. So there is that. And then I've got these bases that I still haven't gotten around to using yet. So we've got a mint green, a purple and a yellow. They're very runny. I want to try them out and see what I think. And this is why I've kept this palette in again. So these are all Colourpop and Pastel Roses. Have you guys seen Pastel Roses' new Halloween palette? Now I particularly don't like it, and I won't be buying it. I do think they're a little bit expensive because it's mainly matte eyeshadows and then a few of their really good like shimmers, and I don't even think they're duochromes. I think they're just normal shimmers that they bring out, which are good quality, but they're not as good as the multichromes and duochromes, which stands to reason. And then I've got this Colourpop in the shade Hanky Panky that can go back, sorry, that can stay in. This Steeler one in Metallic Laurel, and then this shade in Midnight. I don't think I've used any of them. So I think I need to use them with my project pan. I think that's the only way I'll get to use them. So over the next couple of weeks we'll do that. And then I think that's everything there. Is that? Yeah. Oh yeah, we've got another brow product here, which when I do my brows, I do use this one more than the others because I really like it. So that's that. And then in the second drawer down, guys, I'm struggling. I'll tell you what I'm putting back for sure. This one. So we've got Benefit Cookie, and I just wanted to show you the progress on it. It's not in project pan or anything like that. You know, I don't want to use it up really quick, but look at that pan expanding. It wasn't that big when I brought it out last fortnight. Is it 2 or 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago by the time you're seeing this. On Saturday, so I feel like it's going to be 3 weeks then. But yeah, the pan wasn't that big then. I'll leave the Shop My Stash video. It is quite long, and this is why I'm trying to do this way, to not make it long. I'm hoping it's going to be less than half an hour and cut the time down by half. So yeah, I'll put that video in the cards so you can watch it if you want to, if you've not already seen it. And then we've got this cargo bronzer. I didn't think I was anywhere near hitting pan, guys, but look. No, it's only baby pan, but we've all got to start somewhere, right? So both of those can go back. This one, I've not used this either. So this is the Essence Melted Chrome in Ironic. No, it's Think About You. So that can stay in. I do want this one to stay in. Naomi kindly gifted me this. This is the Clinique Cheek Pop Pearl in 02 Topaz Pop. It's absolutely stunning, and it's perfect for this time of year. Now, oh, and this highlighter, I used a couple of times, so I mean, I could put it back, but I don't think there are any new highlighters. I certainly don't have a loose highlighter, so I want to keep it in for another rotation. And then when it comes to these blushers, I didn't really use them a lot. So we've got the two Made by Mitchell ones, and I know I've not got any more new cream blushers, so they could potentially stay in. That pink one is such a unique shade to my collection. We'll keep that in. We'll keep the orange one in. Now, I did wear this a few times and I really like it. It's Becca's, I think it's the shade Watermelon. Do I need to keep it in? I don't think I do, because I know that I really like it. So let's pop her back. This one, however, I feel like I need to keep in because I don't know. I don't know if I like it. I wasn't that blown away with it even in the swatch. I'm not going to swatch it again. I did swatch it in the previous video. So it's the Ingler and Moira Elements collection. It says it's a luminous blush. Right, the light's gone off again. So I'm going to have fun today with this Power Cuts. So it says it's a luminous blush. It says it's rich hibiscus. I'm going to keep that in, and I'm going to keep this e.l.f. one in as well, just because of the formula. This one is in the shade Bahamas. Now I need to keep this one in because I need to determine whether I want to get one of the dewy ones that they brought out. I know it might not be the same formula, but this formula is incredibly stiff. Actually, it's not anymore. Seems to be giving in over time. Oh, that's an incredibly beautiful colour as well. That orange. Let me test the other one. It's still really stiff. That's the shade of it. I'm not saying it's not a beautiful colour. I'm just saying it's really stiff. Maybe it will give in like the e.l.f. one has. Because if it does that, then I'll like it. Because like I said, it is a really beautiful colour. Keep it in there. And I think that's it. So that's all that. So we won't need to pull any cream blushers. I'll see what I've got anyway. I'm just going to take you over to the unit to show you all the things that are on there. Right, I've made a little centrepiece for all my Plouise products. So we've got two of the Love Tapes here. We've got lip glosses, lip liners. So there's my Too Faced Melted Mattes there. There is one missing. My Kylie Jenner one's back there as well. There's a Jeffree Star one there as well. So yeah, that's where I've kept all that. Eventually it'll probably have all Plouise lip products in there. Then we've got a little pigment down here, my Plouise Worldy palette here, my Cut Carver there, my Glam Like Cake palette there, that hopefully is going to have a couple of friends at the end. Hopefully we'll have a couple of friends there to join it really soon. I'm going to get the Glam Light Chocolate Martini. I think I'm going to put it away for Christmas though. I don't need it now. I've got loads of palettes that I've not used, so I might put that away for Christmas. And I know I'm getting the Ice Cream Dream palette as well, so it will definitely have a couple more friends, but this might be gone by then because I do really like Glam Light. So at the back of that is the palettes that were used last time. So the Pumpkin Spice, what you voted for, and I've used the Be Perfect Carnival. The looks aren't up on the channel yet. It's probably going to be at least a week or two away before that. And then my tarot cards are at the back there. That palette there still hasn't gone to my niece. I need to give that to her. Still not really used that pastel palette, it's just there to remind me. But yeah, I wanted to show you all this. Then when it comes to the drawers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put them on my lap, and we're just going to focus the camera down if we can and see if that makes it better. So let me go and do that. Right, it didn't really work out with the tripod, so I'm holding it one-handed. So there might be a bit of camera shake, unfortunately, guys, but I wanted you to see. I mean, I could take these out, and then if I want any from this section, I'll just do that separately. Yeah, let's do that. At least then you can basically see, and it's not a hot mess. So let me do that. I don't think you guys have seen this. You will have seen my normal pink ones, but this is a Disney one. I've got a couple of these scattered around. This is Minnie Mouse. Right, so I don't know why I pulled this out, because these are all cream blushers and I don't think I want any. We can go through it and I'll decide. The box is out. That was in last week as well, guys. I don't know if you remember. Not last week, last rotation. Oh, this one came in a box. I want to definitely try that out. So let's put the Made by Mitchell one back, because it's a very similar colour and I don't need two of them. And we will pull this one. Sorry, we're not centre, so we'll pull that one. That one is in the shade Legally Pink. It's not really my usual colour, but I've not used that one either, the Simpsons ones, in a really long time. I'm determined not to pull anything else from here though, guys, because I've got more than enough. Yeah, that should be in powders. That shouldn't even be there. I've got more than enough cream blushers going on. I don't need to pull any more cream blushers. So that's that. Let's put this back. Oh, this lighting is doing my head in. Right, let's see what's in there. Can you see that okay? Right, so we've used Butterfly. That's Opal Pop. So that's the other one Naomi got for me. That's stunning. That's that one there. That's really stunning. Let's pull that. I feel like pulling this Christian Dior, because we pulled the P. Louise one and this is pink. This is the only pink blush that I've got, and trust me guys, the camera isn't doing it justice because it's a lot pinker in real life. It's bright pink. So I mean, I don't know what possessed me with that, but when it's actually being applied, like when you do a swatch, and I know hand swatches can never tell, you can never tell, it actually doesn't go on that bright. It's that one there. So they can go together. I think the rest out of here. Whoops. For bronzer, I might pull like a combination product, because I've got one. It's got a blush and a bronzer in it. So rather than pulling a separate bronzer, I might pull this one, and I've not used it for a really long time. So it's the Ciate Olivia Palermo Bluff Point. And as you can see, this here, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see it here that I've used quite a bit of it and not so much on the blush side. So I'd like to get a bit more use out of that blusher for sure. And then I think that's it until, I'll just get this one out actually, until here. I've only used this I think once since I bought it, and it is, in fact I've used it twice. I think I might have pulled it twice. But it's absolutely stunning. I would love more. In fact, I want to get one of the highlighters. Not sure which one, but that's what it looks like. Do a swatch of this. Where shall we put it though? Those two together. That one Naomi got for me, and that. Oh, they look stunning together. They all like, it's not a lot of blush options that, but I feel like that's all I want to pull. This is more of a kerfuffle than when they were in the drawers. You know, I'll probably end up switching back to the big chest of drawers soon. Right, so can you see that? Yeah, see there's another one of these, and this is for highlighters. So I was thinking about that one by Wet n Wild. It's in the shade Highlight Bling, but I'm not 100% sold on it. I don't really need another blush. Right, so I definitely want to pull this Becca one. So this one is in the shade Moonstone. Beautiful. I don't really have a lot of room to swatch it, so it's just here where that pink blush is. It's absolutely stunning. So we've got the Jaclyn Hill loose highlighter. We've got that one now. I want 3 or 4 different options. This is a possible contender. I've not used my Maybelline ones for a while. I've not used this one for a while, and I've hit pan on this as well. Let's expand the pan there. That, and I wanted to use this ages ago and I didn't pull it. So it's the Laura Geller Diamond Dust. This is absolutely stunning. It's one of those really special highlighters. It's a white to blue to pink. It's just so stunning. Let's dim the light. I want you to really see what I'm talking about. I'm hoping you can see that, beauties. Where am I going to put it? I'll put it over this orange one. It's just here, but it's over the orange blush, so you're not really getting a clear view of it anyway. Right, I don't think I'm going to pull another highlighter out because there might be one in the palette. So let's pop everything away here. Does anyone else just go mad for beautiful different coloured highlighters, or is that just me? I feel like a unicorn when I've got them on. It's a nuisance, you know, getting all this in, but I can almost fast forward this part. Well, that can just stay on the top like that. And then I think the only thing down at the bottom is, oh no, there's some face palettes here. The Too Faced ones. We've got these like different ones, and they've got blushes and also bronzer in. I'm gonna reserve for a different time. I feel like I should be using these really. So these are self-made, made from Benefit here. That one's Deca Scarlet. These ones are Tarte down here, and then this one's a Tanya Burr bronzer. This is probably all I'd need for the week actually. So I've got that one, and then I've made another one, which is that one, or I could kind of switch some of the blushes up to go in here. I don't know what I want. I don't think I want either of those. I'm going to have a look in my blush drawer for my higher end blushes. I mean, I've got this one, this Moira one, and it's barely had any use. Isn't that pretty? I think I'm going to pull that. Yeah, ignore this. It came broken and I thought I could repress it, which I did. But then as I was using it, it just got more crumbly, so I took that out. But everything else, yeah, I think I should try this. So that's it for that. I don't know whether to pull another bronzer out. No, I'm not going to pull another bronzer out. If it doesn't work for me, I've got this one in Project Pan that I really like, so I can always do that. And now all we've got to do is lipsticks. Just put the ones back. I might not even pull any new lipsticks this time because I've not used them a great deal. Right, so let's go over to palettes then. Right, so it's going to be quick, guys. I've had a palette on my mind probably for over a week now. I've barely had any use out of it since I got it. It's been nearly a couple of years ago now. It'll be 2 years at Christmas. So I want to use Soft Glam because I've really been liking that Soft Glam look. And then one that I've had on my mind for quite a while as well for not so good reasons is the Sigma Rosy, so I definitely want to use that just to get an overall opinion on it and decide whether it has a place in my collection. And then there's one more palette and it is seasonal appropriate for sure. So there's this Disney Hocus Pocus Gather Round Sisters. Now I could have sworn I did 3 days free looks with this palette, but there's nothing on the channel apart from a look that I did with it when I collabed with Beauty and More with Renee. I'm gonna link this to this video somewhere. Sorry, I'm gonna link that to that video somewhere. And also there's a couple of swatch videos with this palette, but it's such a beautiful palette. So I was thinking about getting last year's release or this year's release, and I don't need to because I've got this and I've not done looks with it, so I'll be doing that towards Halloween. So that's everything, guys. Apart from lipsticks, I'm gonna need something I think dark to go with this, so like a plummy lipstick, and I don't think I've got any of them out, so I'll definitely need to pull something for this palette. So let's go over to lipsticks and see what I've got. Actually, let's put everything back first and then we'll do lipsticks. Right, so it's about an hour later at this point. I've just charged my battery up. I've just realised though, guys, I pulled 3 palettes here and there's a Plouise one I'd like to use, so I'm going to put the Sigma Rosy one back. We can use it next time. I really do want to use this one. Whoops, everything's going. And I'm going to pull some lipsticks as well. Right. So that's the Love Affair palette. I've recently done a short. The swatches are already on there, but this is what it looks like. If you want to see the swatches, just go to my shorts and you'll get to see them all. And the reason I'm pulling it is for this. So that one is called Unfaithful, and I like Excuses as well for the inner corner. I don't know whether I'm going to try using the reds. Let me know if you think that I should be daring and use them, or just stick to a more neutral colour, but I definitely want to use that. It is super pretty, so we're going to be using that, and I'm going to do a vote as well so you can decide which you want me to use first. And then we're going to be using the Soft Glam. Absolutely love this palette. When I got it, I really wasn't into neutral, so I've not worn it for ages, but it is such a stunning palette. It's got your rosy tones, your more neutral tones. It's got everything that you could possibly need for a neutral look, so I had to pull that. And then we've got the Piece de Resistance. It's the Colourpop Hocus Pocus Gather Round Sisters. It's an absolutely stunner of a palette. I don't know what I've been thinking in not using it, so the outer packaging isn't as nice. I would have preferred this here, but never mind. And then inside, I mean, I just love this bit. I could have sworn I did 3 looks with this. Anyway, I'm not going to stick to the more plummy side, just purely because I did a collaboration last year with Renee. So I won't stick to that, but I definitely want to use Yarbos and Bewitched in a look. I think I'm going to do 2 or 3 looks with this palette, as it is really close to Halloween. When I'm filming this, what date is it? 19th of October, so it's Wednesday the 19th of October. Don't know if it'll be one of the first palettes I use, because obviously I want it to go up really soon, with it being Halloween soon. But yeah, I mean, I'll let you guys choose whether you want me to use it this one first or this one, and I'll probably decide myself when to use this. So I'm just going to put these away. Right, that won't go in. I'm just noticing I've got some palettes here that need to go away. I don't know. And I've got this face palette here. Pulled a face palette, didn't I? Now I'm debating whether to use that for an extra week. No, let's use the Moira one. I'll put that back and then I'll probably pull that out again really soon. Okay. So we had, I'll show you them since they're here. We had the Ambient Lighting palette in Universe. We had the BH Cosmetics Grease palette. We had the Michaela Glam Light Part 2. I did a collab with Naomi and I also did some looks with that, and then I had the Michaela Glam Light Part 2 highlighter. So they all need to go away, which I'll do off camera. Let's just get all these products. We'll just put blushes away first. Right, so I'm going to take this Odens Eye one out of the packaging. So I don't need to show it you again because I've already shown it to you, so we'll put that away. The Clinique one as well can go away. Put it on top of the other one so I know. The Laura Geller highlight can go near the Jaclyn Hill one. Yeah, you can see what I'm doing. Right, so the Ciate and Olivia, I'm just going to put things away, guys, and we'll go through it at the end like I always do. I pulled that blush out as well by accident. I'll keep it. And then foundations are just gonna sit on top. So let's see if I can show you. This filter finish will go on top as well. I think I've nearly finished this one. So we'll be talking about Project Pan items really soon. And this isn't in Project Pan, but I want to use it up. Can you see? I want to try and use that up. And then I think that's it. We've just got to do lipsticks now. So let's go through my lipsticks. Okay, let's talk about these briefly. So these Revlon ones I didn't use this time around, so I still want to keep them in. We've got 014 in Shameless, and we've got 007 on Fire. I left Glamzilla a message, not expecting her to get back to me, just thanking her for the recommendation on this, and she said to me, that's my favourite lipstick. As it goes, I'm wearing it today, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you replied. It's so nice when bigger influencers reply to your comments, isn't it? But yeah, I didn't really expect a reply and I got one. I think this one can go back. I really enjoyed using it. I used it a couple of times. The only thing that's wrong with this is this white thing, but it is a stunning colour, and if they've still got it in Revolution I might just buy it. It's just a faulty cap and I can't take it back because I've had it ages and they wouldn't change it. And then we've got these two Revolution ones, and they're both really pretty colours. They're perfect for autumn. So we've got Triumph, which is that one, which is the darker brown. I don't think I wore that one. And then we've got Rebirth. Rebirth is definitely my favourite. Part of me wants to pull Kylie's Ginger in, and it's a very similar colour to Triumph. So I'll put Triumph back, even though I didn't really use it. I'm going to keep my Jaclyn Hill red out. I didn't use that, but I know I love that colour. I think I'm going to put this Revolution Skinny Dip back. I really enjoyed that. I'm going to definitely keep the Plouise one out. I've used this once or twice, but I didn't use it when I pulled it for Shop My Stash. This one is in the shade Bad Intentions, so I want to use that, and I also want to pull some other Plouise products out. I don't know whether to keep this Debra one in or pull a Charlotte Tilbury. It is absolutely stunning. It's not the same colour as my Charlotte Tilbury, so we'll keep that in. I'll put this Wet n Wild one back. It's in the shade Rebel Rose. I didn't use this either, this Mrs. Kisses one. I feel like I should use it. Obviously I should use it, I mean it's there. I'm just going to put that in front of the Jaclyn Hill one so I can remember to use it. And then there's this shade Exotic, which I didn't use, so we'll leave that in as well. As far as, I'm just going to reach over to these Kylie ones I've got. Right, so that's the shade Ginger. Definitely going to use that, it's really autumnal, so use that there. This one is stunning as well, though. This one's Kristen. I mean, Exotic is slightly darker, but they are really similar. So we'll keep Exotic in. I'll put Kristen back. And then I've got, I don't think I want both of them. I've got two of these Plouise lip drips, and I think I want the darker one. So the darker one is called Lucky Penny. So that one's called Lucky Penny. It is a really nice dark brown. Perfect for this time of year. And I'll show you the other one, but I don't think I'm going to pull it. This is lighter. I mean, I could potentially keep it in there in case I want to lighten this one up. No, we'll put it away. Right, so we've got reds, we've got nudes. I need that one from Charlotte Tilbury, and I think that's done then. Because in that case then, I think I'm going to leave this Revolution one in because it really is a nice cool tone colour. So let me just get this Charlotte Tilbury one I want in. I should have realised it would be the last one because I really don't wear it a lot. So it's this one. It is such a bold statement lip. Yeah, we'll use that. And I think it's all full anyway again. Yeah, it's all full again because I've kept that Revolution one in, which is absolutely fine. I think we're done, guys. Let me take you off the tripod. Okay, so I'll give you a rundown. So my palette's just back there. There's actually still one in from the previous rotation, which I'm going to try and use when I use my project pan. So I'm just going to use the mattes and then the shimmers from that. I don't think I'll be doing any looks because I've already done looks with that palette. If I find out that it's the same as with the Colourpop Hocus Pocus and I haven't done any looks, then I'll do some looks with it. But yeah, I've already done them, so it's pointless doing them again. We will be doing looks, however, with the Love Affair palette. Can't wait to use that. Also, the Hocus Pocus Gather Round Sisters. Then we come over here. We've got the Soft Glam and my face palette. There's my Project Pan palette back there, and this Revolution one that I've been using quite a bit. And then the other one is another palette that I've made up, so won't go too much into detail about that. Then we've got my foundations, well, a foundation and a tinted skin tint, and then that other thing that really could do going in front. So that Filter Finish. Project Pan is all here, so it's within reach when I need it. And then this is all the products that we've pulled. Some of them don't always stay in here, like mascara. When I'm filming, they come out of here. And we've got my primer that I'm going to be using for the next couple of weeks. We've got some of these like pigment things, which I probably still won't have used by the time we come to do another Shop My Stash. This is the only concealer that I want to use for the upcoming 2 weeks. just because I've not used it that much since I bought it. And then we've got some Colourpop eyeshadows there that I want to use and just see if they're all okay to still be in the collection. And then down here we've got cream blushes, we've got powders, more cream blushes there, bronzer and blush there, powder blushes here, highlighters just here, and then we've got my Barrier lip scrub, which is Project Pan, so I need to start using it again. And also we've got another eyeshadow there. I think I'm going to put that with the others, just so I remember to use it. But yeah, I don't know if this was a lot quicker than previous. You'd think it would be quicker than an hour with me taking the review section out. If not, then we'll be going back to the review section next time I do a Shop My Stash. So this is what we're looking like. And then the lipsticks, of course, are over here. So thank you for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.